all, I appreciate everybody coming tonight, and I appreciate everybody enduring this hot room. Hopefully I don't pass out. I remember from the civil not to lock my knees back there, and I'll try not to do the same up here. I'm a native of York County, lived here all my life. I'm a 1984 graduate of Fort Mill High School. I attended the Citadel on an Army scholarship, graduated in May of 1988. Soon after graduation, I was commissioned in the U.S. Army, and I married my best friend that same summer, Jamie, who's in the back with me tonight. We currently have a son who's a junior at the College of Charleston, picked the right town, but the wrong side of town. And I have a daughter that's a freshman at USC, and we just started the empty nest about 6 months ago, and so far it's been pretty good. In our spare time, we enjoy going to Carolina Panther games, and also we do a little gator hunting on the side. For our anniversary, we killed a 12-foot, 1-inch gator back in September. So I know how to tackle tough problems. I worked for Springs for 23 years, different responsibilities. The last one was as a plant manager. I've been with Comporium the past 2 years as Vice President of Supply Chain. My family has lived in York County since the early 1800s. Our family has a strong history of public service. My great-grandfather was not only a local farmer, but was also a county supervisor. Both of my grandfathers were farmers. For 40 years, one worked his farm during the day, and then at second shift every night he went to the bleachery. The other ran a dairy farm before retiring to become a full-time county magistrate, which was an elected position at that time. My dad was on the council for 12 years back in the 80s and 90s. And while I'm glad that party affiliation is not a hereditary trait, I firmly believe that York County benefited some from his service. With this type of family emphasis on public service, plus the fact that I've worked for 2 local companies that put a lot of emphasis on their employees being involved in the community, I guess it's not surprising that I chose to run for the school board back in 2002. I've enjoyed serving on the board, the last 3 as the leader of the board, the chairman, and I believe during my time, the first 2 terms, I've made some significant contributions to the Fort Mill School Board. Since this time last year, I've been approached by a number of people in District 5 asking me to consider running for county council. While I've enjoyed serving on the school board the past 10 years, that's a long stretch to serve in one capacity. And oftentimes, new blood in an organization can help breathe life and fresh ideas into a space that otherwise has become stagnant. I started attending council meetings late last year to determine if this was a new challenge that needed to be addressed. I decided quickly that I have a leadership style and management skills that would benefit both our council and the people of York County. I want to be clear, though, I don't think York County's broken. To borrow a slogan from the local chamber, I think York County's red hot. We are truly blessed with many advantages here that other counties simply don't have. We have a great climate and geographical location. We have a major airport less than 20 minutes to the north, and we're part of a major metropolitan area. We have countless places to eat, shop, and many recreational opportunities. Even with all these advantages, I don't believe we are meeting our full potential or properly planning for the future. There are 5 specific areas where I'd like to make improvements. First, I believe we need a better focus on economic development, as well as making it easier for existing businesses to operate efficiently and even possibly expand in York County. The recession has been devastating to our entire country. However, some areas are now starting to recover faster than others. We need to closely examine the reason why our pace of growth in this area is not moving as fast as other counties. Our progress in economic development needs to be measured constantly, as well as placed on the agenda for every council meeting. Second, the ability to move around our growing county has improved tremendously over the last 15 years due to the Pennies for Progress program. While there have been recent improvements in the management of pennies, historically this program has been wrought with delays and cost overruns since it began over 16 years ago. It is critical for the economic success of our county to continue to develop our road infrastructure in York County. Third, fiscal responsibility is a place where I excel. Throughout my career at Springs and Concordium, I've been tasked with managing tight budgets and very limited resources. Our school district, as most of you know, has recently weathered some of the most severe cuts in our history, and I've used my budgetary skills to get us through this difficult time without raising taxes in the Fort Mill School District. I believe I have a proven track record of being a good steward of limited tax dollars and competing in tight economic times. Fourth, I believe we need to balance growth with open space and farmland preservation. The county needs to encourage and support development in the areas where our infrastructure will support it, but at the same time work to preserve open space and farmlands for our future generations. Finally, I believe I possess a leadership style that is conducive to achieving positive results for the county. The council needs to understand its role in governance. We are not elected to manage day-to-day operations. Our role is one of policy making, providing oversight to the county manager, and ensuring he is accomplishing the goals that we set forth. I've never been afraid to ask tough questions of staff, but I've never undermined or belittled them in that process. I am passionate about this opportunity, and I'm glad that I got to share with you why I believe I can help York County. I would appreciate you taking a serious look at my campaign, and I ask for your support on June 12th. Thank you.